sure you go follow us at Ghostlight KC, !Ghostlight. We'll get you that link. Let's start the episode, right?
Yeah.
Start it.
Yeah. What if we're not lined up?
You are.
But what if?
Oh my gosh.
Wow. What?
That looks
Where
so
am I?
cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Where did we go? What happened?
Who's down there now? And who's... Oh, wait. Where am I at? Okay. But for real now. Let's get serious, people.
Okay.
So, Childish Things, episode 15. When we last left off, our positive playmates were in panic and peril.
Wow.
Since leaving their home of you and I and Av, Summer, Rev, Soso, and Lucinda have helped settlements, rescued new friends, and journeyed far beyond safety, all in their pursuit of finding their newly awakened friend, Peg. Their travels led them here to Treasure Trove, a riverside fairgrounds atop a boardwalk. Dense fog and darkness obscure the area, but the team was able to find safety in Home, Homm, the House of Mirrors and Mysteries. Across the boardwalk from Home is another building, the Skicade, the outpost for a dangerous group known as the Collectors. Currently, Lucinda and Rev have rallied the toys of Home to confront the Collectors once and for all. But quietly and through some sort of means of trickery. Probably, I don't honestly know. That's up to Andy and Kelsey. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. Meanwhile, Soso discovered a secret that could mean the end of the treasure trove for good. He called out for help, but only the Collectors could hear him. So they surrounded him out in the middle of the boardwalk. And Summer also came. She had been taken hostage by the Collectors. But before Soso could plead his case, the Collectors see this softie, this squishy little teddy bear, and they attack. And that is where we start our episode today.
Last episode I was trying to squirt glue into Dr.
yeah.
Teeth's mouth so that he couldn't eat Soso.
It was a perfect
Thank you.
freeze frame cliffhanger.
It was.
It was, yes. Yes, and I would like to very much not get eaten by that thing, so.
Sure.
If
Sure.
he can request that would be wonderful.
Yeah, that'd be
So
great.
and before we jump into that, let me just go ahead and for anybody who's new, just kind of describe the scene here. So you're in the middle of this boardwalk, and right behind you, the secret that you had discovered, right behind you is this large Ferris wheel that seems to be teetering back and forth, either over the edge out towards the river or back on towards the boardwalk, and it's got these rusty cords that are holding it up at the moment. But like everything else in this world, it's broken, it's rusty, it's deteriorating, and it doesn't look like it's going to hold on much longer. But it's making this great groaning noise as it teeters back and forth. So you're there. Around you are the Collectors. So there's Chuck, who is the Blocko figure. Blocko. Everyone knows Blocko.
Right.
And
A non-copyright infringing Blocko blocks.
Yeah,
that's right.
Justin has done a masterful job of switching around actual names of toys and making them not. What are the cars called?
The fire tires.
Fire tires, yeah, not Hot Wheels, yeah.
That's right.
Fire tires.
That's my
Those
favorite.
are better names
Yeah,
than the
Fire
original,
Tires is great.
They're good.
right?
Yeah. And Kelsey helped me come up with stereo glider
For the radio
which-
player?
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so Chuck, the Blocko figure, is atop of Ryder, the stereo glider. And they're on one side. Then you also have Susie, who is the large baby doll. And she is on one side kind of holding on to Summer, although I think Summer might have broken free. And then the final one is Dr. T, and he is a large T-Rex toy. and he has charged at you, So-So, but just in time. Summer is going to try and pop this. What was it? Glue.
Glue. I
Yes.
found a thing of glue.
Fantastic.
What do I roll?
Go ahead and roll me an act under pressure. That's a plus scuffle. So
Which is 0 for.
just so everybody knows, something else about role-playing games. Whenever something like that has a chance of failure, or an entertaining chance of failure, as we say, happens, we have them roll. We have the player roll to see if it goes well. If it doesn't go well, I'm judging by the reactions, this goes well. But so typically, and it differs depending on what game you're playing. But in Threadbare, you roll 2d6, so 2, standard dice, and you would, and then you add your modifier. And there's like 4 different modifiers in our game for these guys. So she added her plus scuffle, plus her 2d6, and she got what? Which is 0.
12.
Nice.
I got a
Perfect.
6 and a 6,
12.
baby.
A nat
12.
12.
Man, that's great. Okay.
Nat 12.
So with a 12, things go perfectly your way. And so why don't you describe what happens to me, Emma?
All right, so seeing that so Summer had spent some time with Dr. Teeth earlier when she was trying to get to know the collectors, and he was really mean. She saw him swimming around in a pile of basically like dead toy parts and enjoying himself. And she realizes that if she doesn't do anything, he's going to cannibalize her friend So-So. And so she is able to rip her arm out of Susie, the baby doll's grasp, and she reaches into her backpack of holding, and she's gonna take out the glue that she was able to steal from the collectors earlier, and she unscrews the cap this time, and she just gives a really big squirt. And her goal, Justin, is to make sure that Dr. Teeth can never open his mouth again.
Again?
Oh my
Again.
goodness.
Yeah.
He's trying
Summer's
to
going
permanently
hard.
alter this toy.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
man.
That makes
Okay.
sense, and it's awful.
I dig it. So yeah, so basically, like, if we imagine So-So is in the middle, and then of course you guys have them circled around. So Summer, you're on one side here, and then Dr. T is charging over the top and like mouth coming at him, and you just like slide in and squirt and shoots up right into the mouth, and the glue, like, he chomps down. The glue gets So you just kind of like duck out of the way a little bit, and just his mouth is now, and he says,
And I say, "You're a bad doctor."
fantastic. Before we get into this battle of whatever's gonna come next, let's jump over to Rev and Lucinda. So last we left off with you all, you were inside of the House of Mirrors and Mysteries, and along with some of our other new friends, such as Mal, her full name Marshmallow, the stuffed polar bear with singed, burnt arms and legs. Rasputin, the little like wizard toy. And then Jack and Jill, who are the Fire Tires, brother and sister, and they're kind of younger. And then there's also Quigley and Quentin, the two ducks. And Quentin, of course, is punctured, so he's got an injury, but his partner Quigley is fierce and ready to battle. So, and then also you have Albert, who, without going into a whole long thing, basically is has been newly revealed to just be Albert the Argyle Sock, as opposed to who he was once known as, which was the mini-eyed one, a god of sorts here at the House of Mirrors and Mysteries. So, what do you two do? And Olivia is also there.
Well, I think when we last left, we were like silently charging towards the battlefield.
Yes.
Like quickly, but as quietly as possible.
Yes. so that we could sort of make a game time decision when we got there of if we needed to be sudden and loud or if we were going to be sneaky, because everybody else is sneaking in. So
Yeah.
um,
So I guess whatever we like see what the battlefield looks like, and then I guess based on what we see, we decide to take an action. So I guess
yes.
what do we see, Justin, when we
What do
get there?
see?
Peeking around the corner, you see there is you see Dr. T, and he's kind of like rampaging around the place. So-So's on the ground, kind of looking up, and then Summer looks like she just squeezed that glue. And Summer, right as that is happening as well, Susie, the baby doll, comes over and is trying to tackle you. Do you want to do anything about that? Does anybody want to do anything about that now that you're all kind of in the same area? By the way, before we go, sorry, this is kind of a little bit of like everybody's in different places.
Mhm.
Rev and Lucinda, seeing that, is it just you two, or is everybody else with you right there in that area, or
It's
did
just
you tell them?
us 2.5 because Olivia's here. Everybody
Right,
else is
right,
sneaking
Olivia.
in other areas.
Okay, so you just told them to go sneak around to other areas
Yeah,
and wait for your
to
call.
potentially ambush, I think is the plan.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
have a code word
Yeah,
Okay,
where we all will attack at once.
we do
I
have
think.
that. Yep.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. So, do you choose to do that now when you see Susie going for Summer, or are you waiting?
I think because I'm writing in your bed, right, Rev?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, I think when I see Susie approaching, I want to immediately help Summer, and I would like to roll the help someone,
Okay.
which is plus ties with that character. So I want to
Yes.
help Summer, and I just have a plus 1 on her ties wise.
Okay. And what exactly are you doing to help her?
So my goal is to distract Susie so that
Mhm.
Summer can get away, but also point it out to her. So I will. Should I say what I'm going to do first and then see how it works?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
That
So
sounds right.
I stand up in the bed and I say,
Summer, it's like you made a really large new friend.
as loud as I can.
Okay. I like it. So go ahead and
Oh,
roll.
I got a 10.
Plus ties. Okay, 10.
Yeah.
So choose 2 from the following list. They grant +1 on their next move. So you basically give Emma a +1. You take the consequences of a failure on their next move for yourself. So like you basically take the consequences. Nothing breaks, or someone else can help as well.
Okay. And I
Choose
choose
2 of
two.
those. Yeah.
I think I'm going to point to Rev and say,
Right, Red?
and ask him basically to help as well. And
Okay.
then I'm going to say, take the consequences of a failure on their next move for myself, because that seems like something Lucinda would do.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So what happens is Summer and all of them, Chuck, Ryder, when you say that, they all everybody turns and looks towards you, except for Dr. T, who's still kind of trying to rip the stuff out of his mouth. So Summer turns and then looks to Chuck, and Chuck says, "Yeah, well, get her." So Summer's like, doo, 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 just like a large baby doll, just stomping towards you all.
You muted Emma.
This,
I was just saying that Summer is not a large baby doll. I think you mean Susie.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
Yeah.
that there's anything wrong with being
Yeah,
a
you
large
got
baby
me.
doll.
sorry,
No.
Susie.
Yeah. Nobody's upset about it. It's just.
This is what happens when there's this many names and voices in your head. Susie starts stomping over towards Lucinda, and so she's definitely coming for you. Rev, Lucinda, do you guys run? Do you stay on your ground? What are you doing?
Well, I was pointed at to help out as well, right? Do I need to? So I need to do that?
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. Go ahead and roll for help out. And this will be to help out Summer.
Am I there?
You are
I'm
there. Yeah,
Right next to him, right?
you are. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I say in response to what Lucinda just said, oh yeah, let's get a better look at these new friends of yours. And I flip on my headlights now that they're all facing me and it's dark out to try and blind them.
Fantastic. Roll plus ties that you have with Summer.
I did it. It's not coming up. Did I type it in
not.
wrong? Oh, there it goes. Ooh,
Okay.
6.
A what? A 6?
Yeah, the bot was
Yeah.
just thinking of different ways to screw me over.
Okay, so it's 6. In this game, a 6 is a failure. So Rev, go ahead and take a hold. +1 hold for your failure. But yeah, as you turn on your headlights, it actually has a reverse effect because when your headlights go on, the entire area again. So something that I haven't really explained yet is that when that Ferris wheel is teetering back and forth, when it hits a certain point, the power surges in this area, and so that happens at this moment. You hear that groan, and then all of a sudden, and you have like lights flashing and everything, and it actually like distracts
Do the Zoltar.
you.
Do the Zoltar.
Oh yeah, Zoltar knows the future. The headless Zoltar that's like charred and burnt in the corner. But that ends up actually distracting you a little bit more than you intended, and so it does not help anybody else out in that moment. But so Susie is heading towards you two, and I'll explain that in a second. So what are you doing?
Yeah, so the
Dr.
T-Rex...
T is like all around you. He's just kind of like he's still on top of you, just not.
And that's the T-Rex,
focused on
correct?
you. That's right.
Okay. So I want to stand up because I would think I was on the ground when he came after me. I don't know. Anyways, So stands up and he puts his little paw out and he wants to try to pat him on the nose because he just got hit with glue. So
Okay.
Soso's trying to pat him on the nose and say, "Are you all right? It seems like that glue got in your mouth." And I try to pat him on the nose a little bit.
Okay. Are you trying to roll anything with this? Or
I
you
guess
just...
I'm maybe trying to make a friend, or
Yeah.
actually, I'm gonna do my friendship move. Once per
Okay.
session, put someone else's needs before your own. They tell you how they are weak, afraid, or vulnerable, and you tell them a secret of your own. You
That's
may
good.
also
I
create
think-
a tie with them. This is what Sosa does.
I love it.
His battle move
for
is
the
to make a
record,
friend.
for the record, the rules state, just so everybody knows this going forward,
Mhm.
make a friend. Now, I know that's not what you're doing right now, Ryan, but
Mhm.
the move make a friend is not applicable towards characters that are hostile towards you. So if you're in a hostile situation, you can't make a friend to stop them, but you can use your special ability, Ryan. So
Yes.
the
The power of friendship.
so what do you
I don't
say?
roll anything for it, right?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You just yeah. So what do you say though?
So I say, I understand that things are kind of scary because you've been in this place for so long, sequestered from the rest of the world. But we're here, and we've come across all sorts of people, and we know deep down that you're nice and you're loving and you are capable of loving and being loved. And so if you just want to calm down, we could talk and figure out a way that all of us could coexist and create a better world for everybody here. I could also help you get that glue out your mouth. I think that was just my friend Summer trying to protect me, which I do appreciate, Summer. But I know that it's probably super uncomfortable for you right now. Was it Dr. T?
So
Don't ask him a question.
And so,
stop.
Why would I stop? I'm just trying to see what the situation is before anybody gets hurt.
Well,
so
because I think this is when Summer's gonna step in and do her next move. She's gonna say, "So these toys, these are not nice toys." And she's gonna look at Chuck, and I want to
Real
try
quick, Justin,
to.
did I get anything for that friendship move from?
I was going to tell you in a second here. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You go ahead.
yeah, this is this is one of those things where I think because it is a hostile creature towards you, you're not going to get a tie with them, but
Okay.
you will. He's no longer trying to attack you. So you talk to him, and he's like,
I love that it still has an accent.
So am I not gonna get the other benefit of the friendship move and have them tell me how they are weak, afraid, or vulnerable?
he's literally doing that right now.
Just did.
I just can't hear him. Okay.
And he's mumbling all these things to you as he's talking. But Summer, what are you gonna do?
Summer is going to look at Chuck, and she's going to try to look fierce. And she is going to say, "Call off your friends, or you'll be sorry." And she points the glue at Chuck, like it's a weapon.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Roll plus strong arm, and you get. No, you don't get anything for this. Never mind.
I do. I get plus something because of Lucinda, right? Because this
No,
is my next move.
Did she choose that one? No, she didn't choose that one though.
Okay.
No, I just
So
get whatever
plus-
consequence that you were going to get.
Right.
now.
Yeah, she gets the damage that Susie was gonna deal to you.
Yikesies.
I got a 4 this time.
Oh, good.
Not looking very fierce.
Okay, yeah. So
I
take
get
a
that.
hold
Take
for
a
your
hold.
failure. And as you say that, Chuck says, "All right, boys, I've had enough of this. All this talking and all these feelings. Get 'em!" And everybody kind of like moves in different ways. So Susie is going to basically just jump on top of you, Lucinda, and kind of crush you into the boardwalk. So you're going to take not plus one, just one damage on one of your parts. So you can choose which part gets damaged and how that affects you. Rev, you see that Ryder is charging at you. And do you want to stand your ground, or are you going to try to run away?
What is, as far as clearance goes, underneath Ryder compared to me? Could I conceively drive underneath without touching the
I see.
base of the wagon?
For fun, why not? Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'd like to do. I would like to charge as well in a game of chicken, and not pull away and go underneath Ryder and then flip out my glider wings that I had installed a while back when I'm halfway through, so that I kind of hit the two back wheels and flip like in Batman where he flips the semi over.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You're gonna have to roll this to see how
Yeah, sure.
This is gonna be it's gonna be scuffle either way. I'm gonna say this is a fight move, actually. So this is you're fighting. So go ahead and roll plus scuffle.
Which is
Rev
plus
has been
2
waiting
for
his
me.
whole life for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine,
Yes.
I'm so good at scuffling, y'all.
Yeah.
11.
A what?
11.
11.
Yay!
Yeah, okay. So choose two of the following. Now you are going to damage one of your own parts. That just
Sure.
inherently goes along with fighting. So you can choose what you damage, but you get to choose two of these. You damage two of your target's parts. You force your target where you want them, or you draw attention away from others. So two of the three of those.
Okay. So I want to damage two of my target's parts.
Okay.
And I want to... Their attention's already on me. So I would actually like to force my target where I want them.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And then I take damage. And I think I should probably damage my... my wings.
Sure. So as this happens, well, and where do you want to force them? Where exactly?
Upside down.
Okay, yeah. So
With the wheels up in the air.
So this rider's flying at you, and Chuck is on his back, kind of like holding on, like he's riding some sort of like like I don't know, horseback. It's kind of like majestic looking.
What's gonna send Chuck flying?
Yeah, and so you have like a moment, and it's cinematic in essence, and we see like this whole battle flying before your eyes, and this is the first time you've ever actually been able to fight something, and so you like Olivia's like on your back, I think too, and she says, Rev, what are you thinking? And then
And I
do you
say,
say anything?
just trust me.
I trust you. And then she hunkers down and she turns her body into like a block, kind of Kirby style, and weighs herself down in your bed.
Nice.
And then you just take off, slide underneath, and then kick your wings out and just flip Ryder like clean over. He's like, and Chuck's like, this is not good. And then and he slams down onto the ground, onto the boardwalk. You see that you have dislodged, popped off. Well, I guess you damaged, didn't break two of his parts. So his two wheels look like they are bent now, his back wheels.
Nice.
And he has flipped over, and there's no sign of Chuck. Summer. You and So-So are kind of still in the middle there. Dr. T is nearby as well still, but everybody else looks like they have gone off to the others. So what do you do?
Summer is going to take out her cowgirl hat out of her backpack of holding, and she's going to put it on. And then she's going to take out the cords that she also stole from the collectors and turn them into a sort of lasso. And she's going to look at Dr. T and she's going to say, all right now, time to get along, little dog wreck man. And she's going to I'm going to try to lasso Dr. T and hop on his back with So-So.
Oh my!
Like to lasso him and then grab So-So and hop on his back so we can ride him around like a horse.
That is so good. I'm gonna say this is a push-pull move. So this is a
I'm not good at that.
plus strong arm.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. Plus strong arm. I actually do have a +1 there. Do I get an extra +1 because I have ties with So-So?
That depends. So what are you trying to do in this moment?
If Summer tries to get So-So on top of a Dr. T, he is going to not comply. So
Okay.
if So-So sees that happen, he's going to not be cool with it.
Okay.
Okay.
So then you do not have a +1.
Help us help you, So-So.
So-So just met these toys. It is not in So-So's character to like.
Fiercely independent.
That's true. He
Yeah.
hasn't seen any of the cannibalism yet.
Yeah, he would not
9.
just start tying toys up.
9.
You rolled a 9. Okay, 9. So where was I? What was that? What did I have you roll? Push pull. 9. It moves, but you fall down. And okay, so you have to choose one of the following. You take damage, you drop something that you're carrying, or you get lost and separated from the rest of the players.
I'll choose one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I want to choose that I either want to drop my glue or I want to get separated from everybody. Which one's better?
I mean, getting separated is kind of the thing that this group does now.
When in
Does
doubt,
anybody
get
in the
separated
chat
from
have
the
an
group.
idea? Wait, what'd you say, Andy? Andy, what'd you say?
Oh, he's gone.
What you
no.
say?
Okay.
Ooh, that
You're back.
Hello?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
back. You're back
All
now.
right.
Welcome back to the game, Andy.
Thank you.
I think I do want to get separated from the group because I think
Okay.
what Summer is really trying to do is she's okay. Yep. HWB84 says keep my glue, so I'm gonna keep my glue
All right.
and I'm going to get separated because I think what she's trying to do is she's trying to like tame Dr. T so that she can like ride him to get around. So it might take them on a journey.
Sure. So,
Okay.
so that's exactly what happens. So you kind of like lasso, you slide underneath, like under like the head or whatever, and then like pull yourself up and kind of like land right on his back, and you kind of have him lassoed. right around like the muzzle, because now that his teeth are glued together, it's kind of this like rope tied, and so you're kind of like hog tying a pig at the moment. No, that's not true. You're just riding like
You're riding a dinosaur.
A dinosaur.
Like you
but as that happens,
Like in our game of Tomb of Annihilation.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
There is
We've
a
played this
part
before.
of Tomb of Annihilation where you can ride dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
That's
So I'm
true.
just-
That's the
this is-
D&D game.
Highly recommend.
So okay, so at that moment though, Dr. T and just runs through the dense fog out toward, well, away from the group, but toward the Ferris wheel. So that's happening.
Did I take any damage?
You did not take any damage because you
Nice.
wait, you didn't choose that one. Yeah. So you're getting separated instead of taking damage, basically. So great, and then So you are now alone. You see that there's a bunch of fighting happening over on that side, and you also see out of the corner of your eye, you see Mal and Rasputin, and you even actually see Quigley say,
So, it's Quigley. We're over
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
So, come on, come to safety. Come on.
How far away are they?
they're like maybe like 20 feet over on the side towards the House of Mirrors.
20 human feet?
20 human feet, yeah.
Are there any of my friends who are in immediate danger? Lucinda?
I mean, Lucinda is being squashed by a big baby doll.
Okay, so what Soso's gonna do? See to give Soso a jukebox? Shut up, HWP. I'm a grown bear. Soso's gonna run over to the baby doll and attempt to hug it into submission. So Soso is just gonna like hug, wrap, and then try to like bring him to the ground. So like a tackle, but with less force.
And with
Okay.
love.
Yeah, he's gonna win this battle with love. I swear.
Okay, so make a. I'll let you decide if this is a push or pull, or if this is a fight.
I
mean,
what
and
is
know
the
that-
bonuses for those?
So fight allows you to like force your target where you want them, which could be off of Lucinda, and also if you roll high enough, you can also like draw attention or do some damage.
Oh, I meant like what bonus do I get for my like smile, strong arm?
Gotcha. So fight is a plus scuffle, and push and pull is a plus strong arm.
I'll push and pull, so I'm gonna try to like hug and push them off of Summer, and I'm doing it as like nicely as I can. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So plus strong arm.
Okay, plus strong arm. 8.
8. So that's it's a median success. So you get to choose one of the following, just like Summer just did. You take damage, you drop something that you're carrying, or you get lost and separated from the rest of the players. And regardless of that, it does succeed. So you do pull Susie off of Lucinda.
Okay.
But do you take damage doing it?
Nice.
Do you drop something, or do you get lost and separated?
Oh boy. I mean, I don't even know if I have anything to drop.
Yeah.
It's kind of my main thing. And I don't really want to get damaged again. Because I have 2 damaged parts already out of my 6. I get lost from the rest of the group.
Classic.
I hate this so much. I love it though. I hate it. Okay. So
I'm so small.
let's see. What?
It's because I'm so tiny. That's why I always get lost.
Yeah. So here's what happens. So you go and you wrap your arms around Susie, and you're just hugging, and she like stands up, and like you kind of get pulled up with her, and you're just like, it's like a child hugging your leg, and you kind of drag them along with you, that kind of thing. And Susie like starts waddling out toward back towards the Ferris wheel, back towards the area that that you all originally were at. And when that happens, so I'll come back to that in a second, and I'll tell you what happens there. So.
Okay.
Rev, we got to go to you real quick, and then I think, let's go to Lucinda first. Lucinda, Susie is no longer on top of you.
Great.
What do you want to do?
So, yeah, that changes what I do, which is awesome because it was going to be my next thing. So I have ripped my body. That's the part that I damaged, which means that I have lost my ability to feel motherly until it gets fixed. And so I stand up and I've got a little floof hanging out.
Yeah.
But you can't see it because I have my dress on, so it's like contained, but it's just like a little bulge. And I'm like, now that's just about enough. And she goes over to
That sounds like some
the
mothers will
Blocko.
say.
Yeah, it's still a mom. It goes over to the Blocko Chuck and says,
We tried to talk to you, and we tried to give you a chance.
Point of order, Chuck is not around.
Oh, he's not around at all? Did he just get thrown somewhere?
After Ryder got flipped, you haven't seen him.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then I won't
Sorry.
say it at Chuck. I'll just say,
That little bum says he's not going to talk to us. Then guess what's going to happen now?
and I want to...
Jeez.
Yeah, I am standing up to... I'm looking fierce, so I'm standing up to the bullies.
Love it.
So
Love
plus
it.
strong arm.
Chuck got chucked. I'm gonna run to the bathroom
11.
real quick, guys. Just
Do
FYI.
it.
Okay.
Okay.
So 11 is what I got.
Chuck
For
got
that.
chucked.
Ooh.
11.
So I'm
Fantastic.
fierce.
So you are fierce. The bully backs down. Okay, so Ryder is the one who actually hears you say this, and he's like flipped over, and his wheels are kind of like awkward, and he's like, whoa, man, I didn't like. We're just doing our jobs here. We're just trying to survive, you know. It's like not a big deal. Look, I mean, we won't get in your way anymore. Like I'm just, you know, I'm gonna heal my wheels a little bit and just chill. So if you just want to like chill, like let's all just chill. Everyone just chill. Hey guys, chill. and Susie, okay, that's great. So Ryder has given up the fight. That's
Great.
what that did.
That's that.
And Susie stops where she's at and kind of turns back. So is on her. Rev, what are you doing?
So I kind of see, I kind of take in what's been happening, and I see that Ryder is kind of intimidated at the moment, and so I kind of want to get some information out of him. And so I go up to Ryder and I say, why are you all doing this? What purpose is it serving? All you're doing is making other toys scared of you. Why are you doing this?
It's just a means of survival, man. Like, we didn't look. I just have to do what it takes. All right, because you're either the predator or you're the prey. You not get that? I mean, how long have you been out here?
No, that's not true. Where we come from, we live in a society where we all help each other and we celebrate each other and we work together, and that's why we're even out here. You know, we're looking for a friend of ours, and that's why we made it this far. And this isn't how it has to be.
Right. That's
I love it.
and I go ahead and roll me a I mean, I guess maybe like a make friends or a it could be lead a cheer if you want it to be.
It's very inspiring. I was moved.
Yay! Both
I'd
of
say
them
make friend. Both are smile, yeah.
both are smile, which I'm not very good at, but let's do it.
One will give you a tie, and the other will allow you to, like, well, just kind of give some story aspect stuff.
Yeah. I want to. I'll make friends.
Okay, yeah. Roll plus smile.
5.
Okay. All right. All right. Plus hold.
I'm maxed out on my
And-
holds.
As you're saying that, Ryder kind of says like, I never thought about it like that. That's such an insightful way. I'm kidding. And then he says, are you serious right now? Like, you think there's some like haven out there where people can just live in peace? Like toys can just live in harmony? Like, what are you talking about, man? I've seen Dr. T rip toys apart with his bare hands and teeth. I mean, I've run over toys. Like, with his tiny little hands. And it doesn't seem that you're gonna get your way there. But as that's happening, Summer, you are riding Dr. T, and as that's happening, you're in dense fog, right? It's craziness. The lights and whatnot are all kind of going, but even through the fog, it's like he's just running, and you can't really see what's dead ahead of you. So I need you to make me an act under pressure plus scuffle.
Okay. +0 for me. And of course, I got a 6.
Okay, take a hold if you can.
We really peaked early on.
We did.
So here's what happens. You kind of lose control of Dr. T. And as it's happening, he's kind of going berserk. And he's like, and then he, before you know it, just smashes into something and just kind of impacts, and you go flying. Maybe you can. You got a 6, so you don't hold on. So you kind of go flying off to the side, tumbling over, and look up. And as the lights are on and everything's going, and although you can't see what's like directly in front of you and around you, you do see the lights in the distance, right? And you see the Ferris wheel lights up top. But as that happens, you see that the Ferris wheel starts shifting, and you hear that groan happening once more, except it's not shifting away from the pier, it's shifting towards the pier. And it's going very fast. And I don't know that you understood what Soso understood earlier, but for the audience and whatnot, Dr. T just smashed through one of those rusty old cords that was just asking to be snapped.
Oh, no.
And in that moment, the Ferris wheel starts to collapse towards the boardwalk.
And Summer's gonna yell, "She's coming down!"
And Soso, you are with Susie right in the middle of the danger zone.
Oh, man.
And you wanted to get separated and lost.
Yeah,
So
sure did.
this Ferris wheel is coming down, and you hear in the distance Summer yell that, and you look up, and you and Susie are just like both staring up at it. Ryder just gets through his little rant, and then he's like, and yeah, oh no. And the two of you turn and look, and in one moment, it smashes through the pier.
Oh.
The ground collapses beneath you. The buildings on either side start to kind of shift and crumble, like
Oh, no.
start shifting toward, like as if like there's a sinkhole in the middle of the area now. Rev,
Yeah.
you
That's sort of
and
a-
Lucinda are on the outskirts. You can try to run away if you want to. Otherwise, you'll take a chance of getting pulled into this like collapsing boardwalk. What do you do?
I
So-
think since
Yeah, go
you
ahead.
go
Both,
first.
both of you,
please.
yeah.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to, since I have my body ripped and I'm not as motherly as possible, I'm going to just dip. I'm gonna make an attempt to dip and run out and save myself.
Okay. Roll a runaway for me. This is a plus scuffle.
My scuffle might be -1. I forgot. Yeah, it is. Yep. 6.
6. Okay. You
The top of the fail category.
yeah, yeah. You do a great job of failing. And you start to run away, and your foot gets caught on a splintered piece of wood, and it kind of sticks into your foot. So you're gonna take 1 damage, and you're stuck. You can't get away.
Oh no.
Rev, what are you doing?
Okay. So I see what happened to Lucinda just now, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. And is Ryder also gonna... Can I tell if Ryder's also gonna fall in if I don't do something about that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I... as fast as I can, I guess, I talk to Olivia, and we kind of mind meld, because I want to start driving towards Lucinda, but I want Olivia to, like, connect me to the pull part of the wagon, like the little handle part, so that I can pull Ryder along with me.
Okay.
And then I kind of want to swing myself in such a way that Ryder flips on his side and is able to kind of scoop Lucinda up, and we drive to safety.
All right.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna say roll an act under pressure.
Yeah,
This is plus scuffle.
love it.
Great.
Great. Okay, here we go. 7.
7. You succeed, but at a cost.
Yep.
So here's what happens. You execute your plan. You kind of look towards Olivia, and she like, okay, and she like thins herself out Gumby style, and like reaches out toward Ryder, and kind of wraps like herself around the pole, and then is holding onto you, and starts you pull Ryder around. You go grab Lucinda, and as that's happening, you successfully get Lucinda off of being stuck, and start whipping her around. And then as you kind of try to shift Ryder around, it works in a way that now Ryder is flipped and starts heading towards safety, like flipped over and kind of just like launches towards safety. But in doing so, Olivia snaps her arm, her body, I suppose, and she kind of gets the momentum being pushed back toward the hole, and then she is now just flying backward.
No.
And disappears into the smoke and the fog.
Justin, don't do this to me.
Oh no.
Oh.
What do I get to do now? I haven't done anything since this started.
Olivia.
Yep, I know.
Olivia.
Lucinda. So you're all like safe on that side. Ryder, and Rev and Lucinda. Summer, you can't see any of this. You're on the other side. You're separated from the group. You're in dense fog. You see the thing smash down, and you're basically on the edge of the pier. So they're safe closer to the land, because basically where the Ferris wheel smashed, like it's almost like it's smashed through a peninsula, and now you're part of the land mass that is going to become an island. So you are shifting towards the river. You're the ground is crumbling around you.
Those middle school geography classes are really paying off, Justin.
Listen, that's the way my mind could say it. But yeah, the ground is unstable. Dr. T is like just on the ground, like passed out, as like with all the base of the cord kind of around him. The wires kind of sprout everywhere. What do you do?
Oh God. So I can't see. Like I know So was in the middle of where everything went. Did I see that much, or did I not see that either?
I don't think you saw that. No, I think I guess when you left, yeah, I guess you could assume if So hadn't moved since you left, that he was in the middle of where everything happened.
Okay, I don't know if this will work, but Summer is good at fixing things and making things. And I think her first instinct would be that she needs to fashion a way to like make something that they can like float on. She's made a boat before, so she knows how to make it. And she has Dr. T there, so technically that's a helper. I want to try to make a device. I want to try to make a boat.
There's wood floating
Okay.
around.
There's a lot of wood. There's a lot of wood. You did keep your glue. Thanks
Thank
to
you, HWB.
yeah, thanks to HWV. So okay, you're gonna roll. I'm gonna say +1, I guess, since Dr. T is technically a helper, even though he's not doing anything to help you. You're kind of using his whole like just body as like a float. How is he helping you? Why don't you tell me?
No, I think he floats. I think that's the thing, is I think he's made of a kind of, is he like plastic but hollow on the inside so that like
I'm gonna say he's actually very sturdy, enough for him to be able to blast through a cord that, like, of course, was on its last end anyway. But just to make it a little more believable, he's very, very sturdy and heavy. So I honestly don't think he would float. But you can still use. He's got. I don't know. What else does he have?
Is there anybody else around? Did any of our friends end up being over here when they were infiltrating?
That's, you know what? Yes. Let's say I'm gonna roll a d6 and I'm gonna tell you who's over there with you. Okay.
Rasputin.
Quigley.
It is Quigley, actually.
Oh, yay! Flexi boy.
Okay. So Summer's standing there and she's like, "Oh, I gotta make a boat or something. I wish I had some help."
Summer, there you are. I saw you coming over this way. It's me, Quigley. I'm right here.
And then he pops out of the fog.
I need your help. We've got to make a boat or something so that we won't sink.
Okay, let's do it.
And then go ahead and roll. Make a device +1 for Quigley's help.
Do I get my, like, do I get any of my scrounge, or is it just the +1 for Quigley's help?
It's just the +1.
Okay. 9.
9. Fantastic. Choose one of these things. It doesn't use your stuff. It gains a second move. It can be made again in the future, which we already have, and nobody knows you made it, so it's kind of lame.
So what were the 2 that applied?
It doesn't use your stuff, or it gains a second move.
Sure, it doesn't use my stuff because there's plenty of. I mean, I'm using the glue. Actually, no. I think I want to have the advantage of stealth in case I need it, because I have stuff that I can use without any fear. And I want to do the other one that I already forgot what it was.
Wait, the other. So gains a second move.
Do I choose 2? Yeah, gain a second move.
Okay. So yeah, choose 2. So what was the first one? I'm sorry.
So you said that nobody else will know that I made it, right? That was one of the options.
Oh yeah, if you want it to be, yeah.
So I want the advantage of stealth in case there's still conflict up ahead. And I want it to gain a second move.
I'm sorry.
The first move.
You only choose one of those. You only choose one of those. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I wanted to
That's
gain
my fault.
an additional move. So it floats is like what a boat does. So that's a given. And then the second move is I need your help, guys. What should the second move be? What is a good move for a boat to have?
Floating.
It already does that.
Is there like a runaway?
Or a speed,
Move or
like
something?
control over it.
A speedboat.
Yeah, control. Ooh, steering. I want to be able to steer it.
Boom!
Okay.
Thanks,
Wow.
guys.
Nice. So yeah, you and Quigley work together, and as like this thing is like, it's like kind of just swaying in the wind, and it's going down. It's a matter of time. But you're working quickly, and you take a few pieces of like some broken wood and glue them together real quick, and then Quigley takes some of the your lasso and uses it, and he says like. And he's like, okay, you hold on. And then he kind of puts it around like a little necklace around himself. And then he says, I can steer for us. And then as you're going down, the boat slides off and kind of cascades into the water. And Quigley starts kind of tugboating you away from the crashing that's going down behind you. So you are in the river with Quigley. Dr. T submerges.
Yeah. I was like, think Summer looks back at Dr. T and she feels a little bit guilty that she didn't try to save him. But
All
also
right.
she feels bad that she knows that he's never going to eat anybody again.
So.
I'm gonna pee.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wake up
I got knocked out.
and you got knocked out.
I didn't know.
I also need you to take 3 damage or 1 damage and 1 broken part, permanently broken.
Oh my god. So.
A Ferris wheel fell on top of you. I mean,
I know. I thought that I was gonna have time to react to the Ferris wheel falling like everybody else did, but that's fine.
This is you getting lost and separated.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oof. So what are my options again?
Well, you know what? To be fair, you are getting lost and separated regardless, but I'll let you roll to see if you can not take as much damage. So, so go ahead and roll me. It'll be an act under pressure just to see if you can get out of the way in time. Plus
Which
scuffle.
is scuffle?
Yeah.
Mm.
This is just a day of scuffle.
11! Oh man, I rolled a 12 minus 1. Nice.
Dang.
Wow.
All right. So, okay. In that case, you just take 1 damage, and you don't
Okay.
break any parts.
All right,
Damage
I
1
will.
part.
I will damage my left leg.
Okay. You still get knocked out, and when you wake up, though, this something is kind of pinned against your leg. You can kind of easily push it off,
Okay.
but you look over and see that there is a bunch of boards, like just that fell on top of Susie.
Okay.
It's lots of smoke. Like the Ferris
That's
wheel's
the
kind of
baby
like
doll, right?
broken in. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
The Ferris wheel is kind of like broken metal and kind of bent metal at different places and whatnot. Also, so you see Susie there. Also, you hear some coughing coming from a little farther away to the left.
Does Susie
basically-
look okay?
Susie
Just
looks like
pinned
she's
down?
like knocked out as well.
Okay. I want to go investigate the coughing
Okay.
and see
you
if I
go-
can see who it is.
Yeah, you go over towards the coughing, and you see pinned beneath the Ferris wheel is Mal.
I knew it.
And she looks and like next to her, and you kind of see now that you're over here, she's like and like the Ferris wheel, it basically like bisected her body in a way.
Oh.
But over to the left of her, you see Rasputin and like Jack and Jill, and they're all trying to like kind of trying to find a way to get it off of her. But really, I mean, there's just nothing. I mean, you can feel free to like find a way if you want to.
I would
but
like
looking around. I mean, there's not much to help.
So I would like to remember a sad thing. Is that what it's called?
Sure.
When
That's what
I
it typically
damage-
is.
I damage 1 part and gain +1 hold, which you can use to apply real-world logic or science to solve a problem. Wait, hold on. I have 2 holds, so I want to use one of my holds to try to use real-world logic or science to solve a problem.
Okay.
So my logic is to try to figure out a way to get...
So yeah, you like go, We go into your mindscape, and we see you are sitting on a bed, and you and the girl, who's in all of these memories, are just laying there. You can tell she's maybe sleeping, but you're kind of held in her arms, and you're just looking across the way at a little ant farm that she has. And you see that there are like tunnels and ants and whatnot, and you're just watching the way that they work and the way that they dig through the sand. And in that moment, you realize that maybe you can't lift the Ferris wheel off, but maybe you could dig the sand around Mal and try to dig her out from underneath it.
Nice.
Cool. So that's what I do. I go over and I start kind of digging, and I say, help me dig out. We can pull them out after we get it dug out a little bit lower, since we can't obviously move this huge metal thing.
Okay. Yeah. And so
But that's a move
Rasputin.
too, right?
What's that?
That's a move. Trying to convince someone that your way is best.
It could be, but they don't need any convincing at this point.
Okay.
They are willing to do anything to try and help their friend. So they just start helping you, kind of like scrambling and kind of kicking the sand up and everything. Rasputin can do a little bit, but really the the fire tires, Jack and Jill, really can't do too much. And as they're doing it, they're like saying like, Jack says, has anybody seen Quentin or Quigley or Albert? Oh, that's weird calling him that. Has anybody seen any of them?
I haven't seen any of them. Have I? Did I see where they went?
You
no, I just lost them in
You
there.
haven't.
Okay.
Yeah. You get the sense that maybe the team was splitting up into different like little covert positions around the place, and so actually I'll just go ahead and so Rasputin says I gotta find my Rasputin voice again. Quentin and Quentin and Albert were both inside of the home. I can't think of things right now. Thank you. Yes. They were both inside of the home, and that's it when everything came down, and it was so bad. But I think they might be trapped inside, maybe, or maybe they got out. I don't know. So anyway, you end up digging Mal out a bit, but again, it's really just her top half. Her bottom half, her like lower two legs and tail are just completely buried and trapped underneath the metal. So you've just got the top half of a polar bear stuffed animal. And she's coughing a bit, and but she's alive, just in really bad condition.
So like she's separated from the rest of her body?
Yeah.
Yes. So says, "You've never looked better." And then like,
thanks, so that means a lot. And so you start to kind of help her get out of there. Lucinda and Rev, you're up there with Ryder, and you hear a call for help coming from the left side, from where like the ski-cade area is.
Do you need to go after Olivia?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I hear the call for help, but I'm more focused on this hole that Olivia just fell in. So, I guess I say to Lucinda, like, yeah, if you want to go look into that, I think I have to go down there.
Okay. I'll come back and see if you need help.
And I want to go toward that voice.
Okay. You go, Lucinda, you go over toward the voice, and you find you find Quentin, and Albert. Quentin is the one calling for help.
Help, please. Lucinda. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Albert, he saved me. He pushed me out of the way.
And you look and you see Albert is like skewered. He was already a very holy old sock, but now
Very
he's
holy sock.
basically in tatters. It looks like he got skewered by some of like the metal and whatnot, and he's kind of dangling off of some of the metal like a flag, like a tattered old flag. And he's there and he says, Lucinda, is that you?
It's me.
And I go over to him, and I'm like looking around and like wanting to hold him up and stuff, like to make him so he's not hanging.
Yeah. And he says, we came over here to try and help you, but Lucinda, tell the others I'm sorry. I'm gonna go find Linda now, okay?
You did it. That you saved everybody. And that you fixed it. You fixed it.
Thank you. And then Quentin kind of just like rests his head on your leg, and Albert just goes limp. And Rev, you look down into the hole. Make me a find something check.
Just scrounge, which I have a 0 on, so I'll just straight up roll.
Mm-hmm.
It's waiting. It's thinking about how to screw me over. It's still loading.
Weird.
It's not rolling.
That's so weird.
Mixed feelings. It doesn't know what to do.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it again, and if it rolls twice, I'll take the first one.
You'll take the highest one, whatever. it is.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I see you rolling.
Yeah, see you really good. Do you want me to try to roll for you, Andy?
I guess, yeah, I don't know. Did the bot go to
What about
sleep?
Maybe our bot
dead.
like.
Oh,
Do
it
you have
says our
actual
bot's
dice in
offline.
person?
Yeah, the bot went offline.
Wow.
Do you have
You know
actual
what?
dice?
That's
Andy?
okay.
What?
Do
you
you
have
have
dice?
actual dice you can roll?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or-
Find out too. since we're doing that.
real quick. So for our listener, our friends today. So a lot of these are NPCs that we met when we came to this pier, who we were able to convince to help us kind of fight back against the bullies that were running the pier. Mal was one of those, and I'm sorry, Alfred? No,
Albert.
Albert.
And we as a group of toys have never seen a toy die before. That's like just not even
Yeah.
like a concept for us. Is like, oh, what happened? Like that's nothing we've ever encountered before.
Right. And Lucinda, her job is helping toys wake up, which I think maybe you were talking about in the chat a little bit. But when toys are just basically, they're not sentient until they wake up and gain sentience, and then depending on where they wake up, like you and I and Av has people gatherers that go out and try to find toys that are not awake yet or that are awake and bring them back to the community. And it's Lucinda's job. She works at the Soul Factory, SOLE. It's an old used shoe store. But but they help. They wake up toys. They help wake up toys gently and bring them into the world. So maybe, I don't know, is this Lucinda's first time seeing a toy
Exit the
die?
world?
Yeah.
Is it falling asleep? Is there like another word that we can have
Yeah.
that kind of goes with awaken?
Yeah, I mean, that can be up to you all and your characters,
Yeah,
really,
since it's,
because
like, the first
I
time
don't
you've
know that you've
experienced
ever, like, come across this word, if there is one.
Yeah.
So,
What would Lucinda think
Oh,
of it?
Andy's
Since
back.
she's the one.
Andy just popped back into existence.
apparate.
Oh, did I just come back? I've been sitting here for a while.
Yeah, I think it's because your camera froze again. So then it was like
All right.
all of a
So
sudden,
funny.
there's Andy.
Well, we can talk about this later. Let's
I was
Andy, go ahead
wondering
and
what was
roll.
going on.
Andy, go ahead and roll. Find something. It's
Okay.
2 plus your scrounge.
Okay, so I have 0 scrounge, so it's just a straight up roll. I have 1d6 that I will roll twice.
Roll twice.
Cool.
Okay.
We trust
Oh.
you.
I got a 6
Okay.
Nice.
on my first roll, and a 3, so I got a 9.
Nice.
9.
Nice.
Okay.
Straight
So
nine.
you choose one of these, and of course I know which one you're going to choose, but you pick one. You find exactly what you're looking for. It isn't dangerous, or nobody else wants it.
I don't know. Yes, I
Choose
find
wisely.
exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And I'm looking
dang
for
it.
Olivia.
Mm-hmm. So here's what you see.
God, don't do this to me, Justin.
Well, you didn't choose. It's not dangerous.
Oh no!
So you look down and you see nothing for a while, but you keep looking and you keep like searching and you turn your headlights on and you're really trying to find her. And you see Olivia is you see Olivia. She is being pulled away by something that you can't see. It's too foggy, too dark down there. You can't get the angle right, but you see she's kind of she seems to be unconscious or something. She's not looking at you. She's just kind of like, she's almost like there's some sort of box, like a invisible type crate around her. That's kind of a weird way to put it. More like a case around her. You can still see through it to see her. But she is being dragged
Like
away.
Edna's?
Yeah, like that, exactly. But bigger. And she's being pulled away into the darkness.
Does it look like someone is doing that? Like I can tell someone is having this effect on it?
Yes.
So I guess I'm gonna shout down, like, "Hey, who's down there? You stop that! I need her."
And your voice echoes out into like the whole, and no response. And
My wings are damaged, aren't they?
yeah, you damaged your wing.
Oh
So,
no!
You're up there, stuck, looking down. Lucinda and Quentin are off on their own on the side with a sleeping Albert. So you and Rasputin and Jack and Jill are with Mal down below, and Susie's also down there in that area. And then Summer, you are on your boat on the river with Quigley, looking out at this like just destruction and chaos.
Can we look around? Can we try to see if any of our friends are in the water and see if we can fish them out? Can I look for something?
You can next time. I think that's where we're gonna end
Yeah.
today's session. So yeah. We'll pick this up again next week. Are we meeting next week?
Not next
Next
week.
week
We'll be
we're
out of
off.
town.
You're out of town next week. So 2 weeks. Join us again, and we'll figure out what happens next.
Yeah.
How dare you, Justin?
Wow, we just lost
Or-
a toy today.
Poor Rev. We lost
Sorry.
a toy and we lost our friend Olivia. Now we
She's
have
not
2
lost.
lost friends.
It's a
She's
little
just
bit of
not
a rough
found
one.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely our most
Oh, I-
dramatic episode so
Uh-huh.
far.
Mhm.
Summer was complicit in the death of another toy. But
Wow.
Oh,
doesn't
no.
matter.
But we're just pretending we don't know about Dr. T.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
Boys
not gonna tell
don't really
anybody.
have to breathe. He's probably alive and well, just on the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, he just now has a
Exactly.
disability.
Just
Yeah.
can't open his mouth anymore.
Or it's an improvement.
Yeah.
He'll have to use his brain instead of his mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
They'll
gift.
call him Dr. B.
Dr. B.
Dr. B.
All right, I'm gonna take us to the outro and then back to the just chatting. If you guys want to stick around, you can. If not, but I'm gonna take it to the outro. Cool.
Take it to the outro.
Cool.
Take it to the outro.
The outro.
Oh my god.
My chair is nice, but that's not what bodies are supposed to do. So like
Yeah.
switching it up and sitting this
Yeah.
way so I can like stretch out my back has been great. Like
Good
so
call.
good.
Good
Are you
call.
talking about your exercise wall?
And how I'm bouncing when I'm excited.
Thanks everybody for watching today and for I
Yeah.
know it's usually an off day stream for me, but thank you everybody for watching and chatting. HWB,
Interacting, yeah.
Yeah,
Hot
Yeah,
TV,
for
all
sure.
those peeps.
we appreciate. It's kind of fun having like some commentary going and maybe some like I don't know. Just if that's really fun.
Well, it ended up helping out because
suggestion.
Summer kept her glue because of that.
Yeah,
stellar
for sure.
suggestion.
But we stream Ghostlight on the Ghostlight Gamers Twitch channel, ! Ghostlight. We'll get you that link. We stream every Sunday at around 10:30 ish is when we start, and then we stream till about
American
this time.
Central Time.
Yeah, Central Standard Time. Is it American Central Time?
I don't
Is it
know. I
Central?
just said
Other
it.
people
Central
call it?
Standard Time.
But yeah, thank
What
you
do
all.
people call it that? I don't know.
Why do people call it what?
No, do other countries call it Central Standard Time when they're talking about us?
I think
That
so. I
doesn't
think
make-
it's CST.
I think it's GMT.
Oh,
Right?
No, that's
No, that's
I think
Mountain
that's
Time.
Greenwich-
Get more time.
GMT is Greenwich Meridian Time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think
Which
we're the
is-
right. I don't think we're the
Like
the people with the best qualifications to be discussing what
We're
time
not.
zones are called.
Making shit up.
Yeah, we just make stuff
assume-
up and do silly voices. That's what we do.
We do. We do.
Yeah. I'm really mad at myself that I couldn't nail the Rasputin voice today.
Hey
I,
man,
uh,
it was
One of my
good.
favorite
Your way.
voices.
You got a
Found your way,
bunch of
buddy.
voices in there. It's hard to keep track of them all.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, Chuck never came back, huh?
Not yet. We'll
No.
see.
yeah,
I'm sure
Chuck
you got a plan. Don't
like-
lie.
Somebody in chat said Chuck got chucked. That was pretty.
Yeah, I
good.
saw that.
Chuck got chucked.
So
Uh,
Chuck is awful, and I am ready to like hurt him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Soso might be turning a corner in his violence streak, so we'll see what happens.
Well, good, because Rev is about
Violent
to
streak.
be a broken shell of a truck.
Yeah.
Rev is about to John Wick on this.
Listen, guys, you got to go through the turmoil, the hard times.
That's true.
Otherwise, it's not a good story.
What's the Avengers line? They needed something to avenge, and they found that the
Oh, yeah.
Coulson's cards weren't actually in a suit jacket. They just put the blood on it.
Yeah, I'm Phil Coulsoning you right now. That's what's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, you are.
So you're dying
So-
and coming back.
Does that
Yeah.
mean there's going to be like an Olivia TV series that has like 7 seasons on ABC?
And it
That-
only gets better and better, but ends up really meaning nothing in scheme of the whole cinematic universe.
Yeah,
but
because they
for the
decided
people
that
that
it doesn't
enjoyed
actually
it the whole
matter.
time, it still was a good experience.
It still
Right,
was
Justin?
lots of fun. I loved it.
Justin and I
Yeah, it was
still loved
worth it. It was fun.
Who's
and
that
nice.
human?
That's Nicole.
Oh, it didn't look like her. And now she's like just.
Yeah,
like,
now you're frozen again.
Now you're
So it looks like
frozen.
it looks like
No,
somebody's like
Nicole.
sneaking into the door behind you.
Freezing in and out. Well, is it okay if I head out? I have to
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
use the restroom very badly.
Yeah, I gotta get going too.
Bye.
I gotta go pick
Alright.
up a couch.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yes, you're
Yes.
welcome. Bye, everybody.